Hello everyone, my name is Alexey, and in this video I want to show you basics of Fetch API. Yes, native Fetch API, which you can see inside browser, service worker, etc. And I want to tell you about the basic principles of working with the Fetch, and will definitely happy if you will use it as far as possible and get rid of Axios and all related libraries. These libraries are heavy and its impact on the bundle of your application, but you don't need them actually. Fetch API can do the same things for what you are using, Axios for example. So, with this video I want to show you common operations with Fetch and how to deal with them. And before we will start, I want to say that if you want, in one of the next videos I will show you how to handle the process of uploading files on the frontend using Fetch and readable streams. Okay, that's it for introduction. Let's start and let's move to code. Okay, I will talk a bit about preparation, so I will use a fake API service dummy.json.com and /products to get an information, so I will have an opportunity to get all products and with /id a specific product. So let's move to the fetch. And by default, fetch takes two parameters. First parameter is an URL with its string. And the second parameter is options. It's optional parameter, and here you can modify type of request, headers, etc. So it's optional parameter and we will use it later, but by default, if we will provide only string as a URL, it will be get request. So, and let's get acquainted more deeply and let's see what fetch will return to us. Okay, let's assign our fetch to a variable, so const res equals to fetch, and let's see what we have here. So res, and as we can see in our console and in our IDE highlighting, it's promise. So fetch is promise-based API, and we will use promise for getting data, and you can use fetch with async await keywords inside your code in JavaScript. So let's remove it here for now, and let's write then here, and let's see what data we will have here. So let's log it, and we can see here an object, and let's try to understand what we have here. Okay, let's look at the response, and here we have specific fields, so like okay, true, so our request was succeed, status 200, that's okay, that's cool, and URL headers, so if we will provide some headers or server will send us some headers, it will be here, and body. So we want to get some products, but in body we have readable stream. We don't have access to body for now, and we need to use JSON method to get this body. And if we will unwrap prototype of response, we will see here JSON method. Okay, and let's transform our response into JSON, and maybe we will see our products. So we just need to return here, so it will be response res.json data. Yes, and here will be then it will be data, and here we will log our data. Yes, and we have here an error, so data, oh, res, of course, res.json, yeah. And as we can see here, we will have our products, so it's our products, it's what we have in our API. And yes, so how we can get some data from the server using fetch. Pretty simple, just receiving result and then calling method JSON, and then we need to wait for data. This method is so JSON method also returns promise, because converting stream into JSON, so getting JSON from our response, it's not an instant operation, so it also returns promise, and then we can log it in our consoles and do some manipulation or display it on our interface. Amazing. And now I want to talk with you about handling errors inside fetch. So if you will have not successful response and how you need to deal with it. And I wrapped base URL with curly braces and backticks. And for example, I want to have first product with ID 1. And it's iPhone 9, it's all okay. And if it will be second product, it will be iPhone X. But probably this API does not have 1 million of products. And as we can see, if I will pass million here, I will have 404 error because this product was not found. And interesting thing that my code succeed. So this fetch didn't throw an error, and response was fully valid for it. And probably you can think that you will write catch, and here you will execute log, and here you need to write failed, and it will be executed. No. You will have a message, it's from console log data, but you won't have console log failed because fetch didn't failed. Fetch is always succeed. And how you need to deal with errors, for example, all is pretty easy. You need to change this part of the code when you are receiving response. So as we have seen, res has OK property, and if result is OK, you just need to return, for example, result JSON, and it will be OK. But else you will need to execute some logic or throw an error, and you maybe just need log failed in your console, and it will be failed. So here you can throw an error, do something with UI or etc. It's how you can handle errors with fetch. And let's move to the post requests and other interesting things. Okay, it's time to add some product, and of course we need to do post request, and how we can do it with fetch. So I need to write add here, and then I need to pass some options. For example, firstly it will be method. Method will be post. Then I need to provide some headers, and header will be content type. So content type, it will be application JSON/JSON. And then I need to provide a body. So it will be body. And here I need to provide, for example, title for our product. So title will be our new product. And let's see what we have. Unexpected token in JSON at position 1. Yes, our body was not transferred properly, because if you use fetch, you need to wrap your objects, JavaScript objects, in JSON stringify, because JSON it's strings, it's not an like object. So not JSON part, JSON stringify, yes. And as we can see, our product was created. So it's our new product 1, for example. Yes, we've created our new product 1 with ID 101. Cool. It's how you can make post request and create something on your server using fetch API. The same thing you can do with put, delete, and other things. You can provide some tokens and other interesting information inside headers, and also you can modify your body. So body, it could be a simple object, and you just need to wrap it into JSON stringify to create a string from the object and pass it into the body. So it's how you can use fetch in your application. Other parts like getting JSON and receiving data remained as in the get method. Okay, that's all. In this video we looked at how to properly work with fetch and perform basic operations like receiving and sending data without libraries, just using the browser's native API. You saw how convenient and simple it is. You probably don't need a library like Axios in your project, maybe a couple of functions based on fetch. I hope this was helpful. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned, and also check the description and follow my Telegram channel. Be like fetch, it always succeeds when you fail. Bye.